Hello viewers, me and Team here, and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 5. In the last part, we completed the Necromancer campaign, and that is one that I am proud of. There have been moments throughout my Heroes Let's Plays, both Heroes 3 and this one, that I was reasonably happy with myself. But most of those came back in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. That particular fight, though, that had a little of my first LP in it, yes. And so now we are on to the next campaign, which is the Warlock, a hero is forged. We are no longer raising queens or dead, for that matter, or even undead. However, as you'll see, I completed the first mission already, and I actually recorded the first mission already too. But one thing I did not like about it is I didn't feel like it was up to standards for me. I think I could have done the map better. And so we are going to do a take two on this. Yes, we are playing for some quality control on this channel. Where are you and what have you done with the real me and team? No, I jest. I do try to bring quality videos, though. And while that first part was workable, and I could probably win the campaign from it, assuming the third map doesn't flatten me too much, I would still rather do well on this map. And I would certainly rather make sure I get all of the stat ups, including the one that is available to us on this map. Anyway, let's start with the 6 assassins, and let's play Heroes of Might and Magic 5 properly this time, we hope. But first, super cutscene time. We got a new character, of course.
My name is Redid. Like the others, I wish to fight for the title of clan lord.
And who wouldn't want to be clan lord?
News of the death of a clan lord travels quickly indeed. Well, you have the right, as all Malassa's followers do, although you are not of the Shadowbrand clan. I am keeper of the law, judge, and arbiter. And before we start, I must ask you, do you know the rules?
It must not include dress code. Seriously, is that necessary?
1 month to prepare, and then you will descend.
Probably is if I were, a good, maybe 15 years younger. I don't know. That would probably work for me. Maybe.
There is one winner.
Maybe 18 years younger. We'll go with that.
No matter. I did not come here to almost win.
Well said, Raylag. You lead a mighty faction indeed. Okay, let's have a look at what we have here. This is a little bit of okay, we got fairly unlucky. Not as unlucky as we could be. This could be instead guarded by, say, a horde of skeleton archers. But as you can see, early on here, ranged is just a screw job for us. So I will re-roll the map, but before doing that I want to show you something else, and that is down here. These defenders matter as well. Getting this gold mine early, I would say by week 2, is pretty crucial. However, if you get like a horde of, or not a horde, but if you get lots of mages or archmages or some other bullcrap here, you're not going to be able to take it without heavy losses. Whereas horde of zombies, as you will see, is a relatively trivial thing to handle. Stone gargoyles less so. They'll inflict some casualties just because they have a very far range on their movement. Even though they're otherwise slow in initiative, you just can't get away from them and they're flyers. War dancers have some difficulty to them, but it's more moderate. Certainly we can take care of them with some stuff in the future here, but we're going to restart the mission. I do not want shooters on the ore or lumber mines, or yeah, the ore mine or the lumber or sawmill, whatever. So we're just gonna go ahead and start this again. We'll go skip the cutscene after picking our assassins. I like assassins over the ore and the lumber / gold / build turn. Oh, apparently we just get imp spammed this time, but there are only lots of imps over there. Okay, so that's reasonable. Horde of Master Gremlins kind of sucks. We got the stone gargoyles again. They're mildly problematic, nothing too huge. So, I guess first things first. Let's take a look at what we can build here. And I'll actually show everything, why not? Our priority numero uno, right here, the Hissing Caverns. So we need to get to town level 9. In fact, we don't need anything else other than to reach town level 9. We want to get Hydras started as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we cannot really get them before week 2 anyway, so we'll worry about getting them by the end of week 2 or something like that. And that sucks, but you know, it's what can you do about it? There's just no physically possible way to reach town level 9 in week 1. But these are a very critical element of our strategy on this map. Mage Guild's obviously going to be useful. Aside from them, we'll want to build the Blood Arena and level that up for Blood Furies. That's also extremely useful. And what else? We might go for the Hall of Shadows for Shadow Witches. That could be useful. Dark Raiders, maybe, but probably not. We probably won't have the gold for it. I might pick up Minotaurs as well. Between Minotaurs and Dark Raiders or whatever, I'm not torn too much, but I'm torn a little. So, you know. Anyway, of course, we are... Oh man, I thought I locked up for a minute there, but no, it just didn't register me pushing escape. Don't scare me, game. Okay. So, these Fountains of Fortune can suck one. Seriously. I really despise them. So, I'm not going to get them even though I've been chastised, even in Heroes 3, for avoiding them. Horde of Archers makes that pretty well not worth it until later, unfortunately. Horde of Familiars is barely more threatening than... Ooh, we got Plague Zombies there again. That's actually quite handy. Minotaurs. Okay, I have a reasonable draw here. Did I neuter myself too much by doing this? Okay, that needs ore, that needs wood and ore. No, I should be okay, I guess. I might be gumming this up already. You just need to keep your losses down to make any progress on this map, though. But you still need to creep quickly. So you need like high-level dungeon skills in terms of early game creeping. Admittedly, not something that's been my forte. Having beaten the map once already, I guess what has become a test run, I might be able to make something of it, but we'll start with the lots of imps, I guess. Oh, I could instead build the Skull of the Unseen Hand instead of the Mage Guild. That'll give me a little bit of extra ore, or Black Heart, whatever. I think that's preferable. Warlock spells at level 1, especially considering you start with the spell slow. I didn't show that, but you do start with that. So I think that's a better pull. And so, one thing I didn't comment on here. Okay, Warlock specials is irresistible magic. You can hit through things that are otherwise immune or otherwise damage things that resist you more than you would otherwise. Yeah, I said otherwise a few times there, didn't I? LOL. So you could attack black dragons with direct damage spells, such as, say, Implosion, and actually hurt them a lot. The other thing that Raylag has in particular is his special is Intimidate. This might remind you of, say, Agriel, and except for it's the opposite. It puts a penalty on enemy initiative rather than, well, giving your own units initiative. It's just as excellent, so we have a very nice ability to work with here. Perhaps not as broken as Markal's in the campaign, but a little bit less dependent on what the map gives you. Okay, we start with basic defense and vitality. That's not great, but you could do worse on a Warlock. A lot of Warlock relies on casting spells. And while defense is not the most obvious choice on such a hero, it actually isn't bad, because you want to stay alive to cast your spells. And this will certainly help with that, at least. So that's something. The other skills I'm looking for here, I want sorcery for sure, and destructive magic. I think those two are key elements of the Warlock faction. And in addition to those two, I'm thinking logistics and enlightenment if possible. Logistics is pretty well great on any campaign map, and not too bad on any map in general. Logistics just lets you do things you can't otherwise. It makes your rushes faster, it speeds up your maps coverage speed, especially on later maps. I know it doesn't do much in direct combat, but logistics has helped me out in numerous maps already, including the last one you guys watched. So I'm going to get logistics again, and then of course enlightenment for additional spell power, additional mana points, really emphasizing the caster. It complements the sorcery and destructive magic well. As an alternative, you could drop logistics for summoning, and that's not a bad choice either. You can summon a Phoenix, drop some arcane armor on it, or spam Raise Dead on the Phoenix, which will work, and you don't care about the non-permanent nature because your Phoenix isn't permanent anyway. Oh, I can't quite make that. No worries, though. Yeah, I think we want to get the Blood Maidens as soon as possible. We can worry about magic later after we have a few levels. And certainly the imps are just going to destroy all my magic anyway, so until I get through these imps, it doesn't really make much difference. Okay, Wart Dancers and Blade Dancers, I probably want to leave alone a little while because they have an area of effect attack, and it sucks. Although, I could probably fight these guys if I had a few more dudes. Well, whatever. Let's end turn. Yeah, I'm just leaving the gems on the ground for now. I don't need more gems just yet. I'll have to come back that way later, and I wanted to get my units put together as quickly as I can. I'm now out of wood, so I kind of have to make this fight this turn. But can I build anything else yet? Oh, I can get the upgraded... Yeah, okay. That's excellent. And so we'll recruit them. They are a key element in our strategy. Certainly. Okay, alright. It's hard to do better than that because they'd rush across the field on you. And I can reach the... Oh, it's a horde of imps, though. Well, I need the ore, so we're gonna go for it. Yeah, I've tried to micro those battles, and basically I get close to identical results. I might lose like one less scout. It's not worth my time. That's not where I'm going to win or lose this map. We'll just put it that way. So I'm not going to worry about that. I do have the supplies to continue building up my town now. That is freaking crucial, so I will build an income structure here. From my test run here, I don't think a capital is worth it, because you're already guaranteed to be in week 3 by the time you can build it. After all, it does require a town level of 15, so yeah, you do have to kind of be mindful of that. But these are more likely to be worth it. So we're now at level 6. We need to be level 9 for the next one of those. We also need to be level 9 for the Hissing Cavern. So what do I build in the meanwhile? Stuff that conserves money. We'll put it that way. Because we need a lot. Okay, so take a duck in here. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. So we have Assassins and Blood Furies. Would like the crystal. Excellent. And do I... Oh, that's just painful. Lots of succubus mistresses. See, sometimes you get stuff like that in the gold mine, and there's really not a lot you can do about it. So, I'll kill the zombies and grab the wooden ore, I guess. Maybe, not sure what I'll do after that. Maybe I'll take out the familiars and see what's down that direction. But the zombies should be easy enough. Although, I'm going to have to apologize in advance for this. And, well, it happened in the first part too, so we're just going to have to do it again. Hee hee. Well, I had to sit through it more than once. You guys can, or even through more than one playthrough of this map. You guys only have to watch this happen one time, so, you know, it's all relative. Here we go. No losses? Nope, we took losses, and therefore, we are going to bring back another thing that we used with Aggro. In addition to the initiative penalty stuff, we are going to use the, killing mass zombies with basically nothing strategy. Yeah, we've all seen this one before. Now, I did go and get the rally flag, and one thing that will do at least is it'll give me some chances for luck and morale that I wouldn't otherwise get. And so, it will help the battle go by a little bit more quickly. Strictly speaking, it wasn't necessary, but it's helpful. It's there. I don't think he can move 3 diagonal. So I'm actually not in too bad a shape if I go here. I don't want to corner myself too hard though. No, I don't like that move actually. And I should be able to get away from these zombies after the other ones commit closer. Yeah, that's not too bad. So I'll just run down here now. Really, this is an easy fight, and this is your ideal opposing matchup if you are using Blood Furies, is slow walkers. There's some luck. Yeah, you really like the lucky hits with these Furies. And now we're in good shape, because now we can just run around in circles or back and forth, and we got the fight down. Once the walkers start clumping, you're in pretty good shape. Because it will get to a point where they can't reach us. Although... oh yeah, I can actually just go up, so that's fine. Yeah, they're not actually that close. They're enraged, but it's a fat lot of good that's going to do them. And yeah, I actually have enough initiative here where I can get multiple attacks and then still run away. That's pretty handy. Love the luck, too. Really speeding up these battles is nice. At least it's not like zounds of them or something. Gosh, if I didn't have the ballista in that fight. You can do that fight without a ballista, of course, because it's not like they could ever reach me. So, you know, back then when I was in that demon campaign, I could have gone by without the ballista. You should thank me very much for taking war machines. Because strictly speaking, I guess they're not necessary in the second campaign. They're just handy. You know, they made my creeping in map 3 and my rushing in map 4 more effective than it would otherwise be, but could have gone without them, certainly. And there are other good skills, so you could have watched me beat on downs of zombies in a rush with basically nothing. That would have been a joy, I am certain. Definitely envy watching that. So this isn't as bad. In fact, I think this battle is actually going to be shorter, but there are more of these most likely. And, you know, if I see like a horde of squires or something, I'm going to have to attack them with these, because your options of doing like no death creeping are limited to what the game decides to give you in terms of neutrals. So, yeah, I'm just going to work around it. Anyway, we're almost done with these guys. These guys are on their last undead legs. Unfortunately, well, by the time I've decided it doesn't matter anymore. I should have just, oh, well, I get morale anyway. I was just going to let them hit me and kill them that way, but I still won't take any damage. Excellent. And we get offered light magic. which is actually tempting. On the second map of this campaign, you have the option to take out some Dragon Utopia and a Mage Guild or whatever, or a Mage Vault, and those things repopulate. So it is fully possible to get Expert Light Magic or Expert Dark Magic or any Expert School really, and just beat on those things until you max out on level 5 spells. So you can take any magic school in this campaign and get excellent usage out of it. I can guarantee Resurrection by the end of map 2. I can guarantee Puppet Master by the end of map 2. Oh, Curse of the Underworld as well, but that's not particularly useful to a Warlock who's actually leading his own troop type. So light magic is very tempting. It has utility later as well. However, it's an extremely rare draw. It wasn't part of my plans, and I don't think I want to go that route. I think I want to stick to the plan, or maybe drop one thing, but not for another magic school. I don't want 2 magic schools. So we're going to go either destructive or summoning, and I have a major bias for destruction with the Warlock, just because elemental chains is lulzy. Empowered spells is tempting too, certainly, but advanced defense actually could come in handy on this one, so we're going to take it. And I have some time before I'm forced to pick a skill, and Warlocks have 10% or something on destructive. They have really high destructive preference or whatever it is, so that won't be too hard. Ritual Pit, Blacksmith. Man, level 9's a ways away. In the final battle, Minotaurs didn't do a whole lot for me. And this is going to cost me money to get them. Hall of Intrigue is actually useful. Well, we're going to work on things we need, like the Mage Guild. Rarely do we get anything super important here. In fact, I already had Slow, so it's just Eldritch Arrow and Fist of Wrath. I don't exactly have mana. Someone said to hit M to make mana come up. And nope, not happening. So that must be expansion content only, or 1.6, which I'm not playing. By the way, I was asked, me and Team, why aren't you playing 1.6? And the answer is, I didn't realize when I first started the campaign, I wasn't thinking of it at all about patching. And once you start a campaign or a patch, I would advise against going too gung-ho after that. Oh, one thing I could do is I could swing back here and crush these Minotaurs and pick up another round of scouts. That could be useful to do. Yeah, and I probably want to go there anyway again, so, you know. This is going to be another rope-a-dope battle with Blood Furies, I'm afraid. City Hall. Ritual Pit's not particularly useful. Maybe I should build a blacksmith. Well, it's too late for Minotaurs now, so... Like, I'm not going to get them this week. Probably a mistake. Maybe not. They're not useless, don't get me wrong. They actually do come in handy, but... Money's in short supply. I just wish it was possible to get the Hissing Caverns week 1. But even if I took the tavern, so I started at town level 2, I still couldn't do it. Like, I'd only be town level 9 now, instead of town level 8. And that's just not going to cut it. That's interesting. We'll build it. It's not that expensive. Yeah, and once again, the game is going to hate on me and get my Furies killed, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh my gosh, there's 4 of them. They do have 5 speed and 8 initiative, so this is going to be an annoying fight, because I'm going to have to double move with my Furies instead of attacking at all sometimes. And it's just not at good times. It's bad news. But for this round, it doesn't look like I have to do that, because I can attack them once, then back off. I hope I don't screw this up. This is actually going to be Oh wait, how far do they move? They have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's actually like here that I'll want to be. Ah, yes, and because they have the good morale thing or whatever, they can cause problems there too. Which one of you is it? It's there. So yeah, I have no choice. I have to go here so that Mr. 9 can't reach me, and he's going to get yet another round of morale. And then... looks like there's my best bet. I do have twice their initiative, so in theory, I should be okay. But as you're seeing here, they are... they can reach anywhere. So I can't attack them. I cannot. If I do, I die. So... but they can't reach this top left corner, so that's where I go. Now fortunately, someone can still attack, and that someone is Raylag at his massive level 2 or whatever it is. You see, here I still hesitate, because depending on how they approach this, you know, if he goes here, I'll get stuck. I still think I should attack here, though. If I move anywhere, they're not going to commit to coming after me, and these two are the next to go, so I'll work on that. Okay, we're good. We're good. Run down here. Oh. Well, there we go. A morale bonus will help us deal a little bit of extra damage. This is certainly more tense than the zombie fight, I'll give it that. And I still can't get out of attack range in one move, so we are once again going to have to double move. Still have to double move, but the initiative boost will help us out, I think. Smack. I don't even kill one. Okay, this time I should be able to get away with an attack. And before... or maybe not? No, I will. Okay. That's what I was thinking, because of the rocks. Get out of there. Okay. Here, it depends how they run again. But they'll probably... well, no. No, only 1, 2, 3... They can go 5 in a straight line, right? So if he lines up like here, he can attack there. Okay, I should be okay here, I think. I hope I'm not screwing this up. Man, these fights are tense. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Holy cow. I'll feel a lot better when there's only like one of these stacks. These guys are brutal. And yeah, now they can reach me again, so I'm going to need the double move again to get away. The morale does help though, don't get me wrong. That's oh wow. Now it's getting silly. I like it. Save us some time that we would otherwise not save. No, he can reach. Ah, they can always reach. No. Had to be cool and try to take all the minotaurs. Well, no, I mean, I need to kill something to progress with the map. It's not just trying to be cool. Trying to be cool is only part of it. Get out of there. Still, as you're seeing, with fewer stacks of them, it's becoming easier to evade. I would have preferred them to start in 2 stacks so that I didn't have to do such dicey dodging. I'm pretty sure it's possible unless you get like exceptionally unlucky with the morale. I'm pretty sure it's possible to infinitely dodge 4 while Raylag beats on them. But I don't envy the person who has to take on zounds of these that way or something, because that would be awful. Alright, now it gets easy. Although I still don't want to rest on my laurels, because that kind of stuff... Well, it doesn't usually end well for the person resting on them. We'll put it that way. Unnecessarily long pathing, absolutely. Man, Blood Furies are awesome now. And okay, he gets morale, so I'm going to have to run away from that. It's unpleasant when they get morale because it slows the battle down, which is the exact opposite of what we want to have happen to us. I would kill 1 to 2. I don't want to play games of that, so we're just going to... Alright, we're good now. Yay! A nice little chunk of experience there.